book people out there, it is Wednesday, that means it's comic book day. Let me show you what I got. First up is Walking Dead, issue number 165. Rick and all of his people just got out of a war with a group known as the Whisperers, to which Rick seemingly won, but the very last of the Whisperers sent over an entire ocean of Walking Dead to Alexandria. And in the past couple of issues, Rick and his people, all working with Negan of all people, are trying to avert disaster. And a major character that has been here from the very beginning may not be a part of the story much longer. The Clone Conspiracy Omega. This is tying up some of the loose ends with the Clone Conspiracy storyline. And even though Rhino is on the cover, he really only plays a small part in this story. This is more so setting up the storyline for Ben Reilly to return so that he can become the Scarlet Spider, which we all knew he wasn't dead anyway. I'm interested to find out how this is going to be played out. Whether or not he's going to be a good guy, an anti-hero, or maybe he's going to be a villain. Who knows? But I think it's great that the roles are going to be reversed with him and Kane. Kane was the bad guy before, but now he's the good guy, and he may be the one chasing after Ben Reilly. Nightwing, issue number 16. Even though Damian's on the cover, he really doesn't play a big part in this storyline. If anything, just to show that he is an obnoxious little brat. The big part of this story is Nightwing's girlfriend, Shawn Sang. A major development could be happening with her and him. I won't say what it is, but this is going to affect Dick Grayson a lot. Also, the villain Deathwing makes his debut in this comic. Really cool name, and I like the idea that he's wearing Nightwing's former costume. Batman, issue number 18. I Am Bane, part 3. Bane and Batman duke it out a bit as we get some flashbacks as to both of their upbringings. Both are very similar, but they're also very different at the same time. Batman took the Psycho Pirate from Bane, and Bane is trying to get him back. And we've gotten to the point where Bane has kidnapped some people that are close to Batman, and he's ransoming them so he can get the pirate back. It looks as though Bane has the upper hand on Batman, but it is Batman. Batman always has a plan. Star Wars, issue number 29. This is a continuation of a backstory involving Yoda. This takes place before episode 1. Yoda's on a planet where two tribes of children are warring against each other. Both tribes are also very force sensitive. And after training with them and learning from them, it leaves off where Luke Skywalker is reading a journal and he goes to the same planet. And it looks like he's going to be a part of the same conflict that happened years before this. So it doesn't seem as though everything has been resolved yet. I love the Star Wars comic book, and I'm sure there's certain guidelines they can't go into when it comes to certain stories, but I really wish we can go into some more backstories with Yoda that took place like hundreds of years ago. He has so many adventures we could go into. It's like limitless. Not that this story is bad in any way, but I feel like it's very fractional in what could be told. Finally, I got Superman issue number 18. Superman Reborn part 1. This is a storyline I've been waiting to come out. It's going to be tying in somewhat to the overall Rebirth storyline going on in the entire DC universe. A mysterious character escapes from Mr. Oz. Mr. Oz has kidnapped a few different characters in the DC universe, including Red Robin, my boy Tim Drake, also Doomsday and Prophecy. A mysterious character does escape Mr. Oz's imprisonment. Who that is, though, that's the big mystery. And this all ties in with who the mysterious Clark Kent is. Whether or not he is the character that escaped Mr. Oz, or whether or not he's a different character, that's going to be a part of the story too. Jonathan Kent, also known as Superboy, has been seemingly erased, but we know that's not going to last very long. DC has been pushing the new Super Sons title like crazy. They're not going to take him off the board just like that. But that's my comic load for this week. I also got Midnighter and Apollo issue number 6. Sadly, this is the last issue in this miniseries, but I'll talk about that in another video. What did you guys get? Leave comments down below and let me know. So that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching me in this video. If you haven't done it yet, check out my Patreon site. I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, I'll join you guys in another video very soon. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. I know it won't happen, but I've been dying to see Connor Kent, also known as Con-El, also known as the real Superboy, return back to the DC Universe. He's been in limbo for way too long. He deserves the Rebirth treatment, and I feel as though with that, we can finally have a Young Justice comic book, maybe a Young Justice Rebirth. Again, though, I know I've said that several times, but still, I really wish that DC would get on that.